Nobody, baby.
Nice to meet you, Greg.
Nice to meet you.
I'm so happy to have you in Japan.
Mhm.
So, is it your first time visiting?
This is my first time in Japan, and I must say it is. I've had a blast. I've had so far like 36, 40 hours out here, and I think I've done so much.
Yeah, 'cause I saw your Instagram and I saw you having a lot of Japanese local foods. So, what's your favorite so far?
My favorite, me and my team, we were trying to figure out what's our favorite. I think mine was probably the squid. I've never had squid. I had calamari, but I've never had squid like that. And it's very delicious. Very delicious.
Well, actually, I did a little promotion tour for Top Gun Maverick. I actually went to San Diego and I had exactly the same flight training as you guys had on the Sky Combat Ace.
Did you?
That I had like a 20 minutes of flying experience with a pilot, and that was intense. I was almost throwing up in the cockpit, and I was nearly passed out. It was so intense, and then I realized that this is what you do. I mean, you guys doing these crazy or complicated actions, no matter if it's flying an airplane or a fighting scene. In the same time, you act, you perform. So what's the process of preparing the action sequences? Doing action, but also you have to perform and interact with everything.
Yeah, so when you have a person, the leader like Tom Cruise, who's been doing this for forever, he's a great person to teach you how to prepare and be competent to do these type of stunts and do the acting as well. So he put us through this rigorous program with Top Gun and with Mission Impossible, where he wanted to make sure we were comfortable at flying first, and then after we got comfortable, being able to act, as well as like with the stunts that we do in Mission. I mean, you see what he does. It's incredible, the stunt. So when you're learning from the best, it becomes easy.
Dega is a character who still has a lot room to explore. So did you discuss his backstory?
Well, yeah. So Dega's I like to look at Dega as a pure heart. He's always there for the people, always wants to make the right choice, and it's not necessarily the choice that everybody would agree with, but he has a heart that for the people. And I think he's a lot like Ethan's character. In a way, we see him kind of questioning certain things where other people may not question. How would I describe him? He's a good guy that wants to do the right thing, that wants to help save the world.
Oh,
Yeah.
And Tom Cruise is famous for how he interacts with people and fans. So while you're touring with him or working with him, what impressed you the most about how he connects with people?
Well, he's one of the hardest men in Hollywood, working actors in Hollywood. And I see it day in and day out on set and even off set, because he's also producing these films. And he deals with a lot of pressure of trying to make sure that he's making the best movies possible. But with that, he still finds the time while filming, to interact with fans. I remember being in Rome and we were doing scenes and he stopped to go and talk to all the fans out there, who were on the side. He does that time and time again at each location. And it's very inspiring to see that, to have that as an example of how to conduct yourself with people, and he understands that you all are the reason he is where he is today. And I'm just taking that, downloading it, and I'm trying to apply the same tactics.
Oh, wonderful. And you had joined such a massive franchise midway. So were you nervous, or how did you ease into it?
Was I nervous? Yes, I was nervous. I mean, you have to understand, Top Gun was a beloved movie that everybody loved, and then I come in and it's like, okay, I need to try and not offend the fans who enjoyed the last one. And now I'm on Mission Impossible. When I did Dead Reckoning, I was like, oh wow, this is a big machine that has been going for a long time, that I watched when I was a child, and to get thrown in the fire of it, and everybody has done it, and this is like one of my second movies, and I just had to go with it. But Tom and McHugh, they're very good at getting you adapted to the process. My very first scene was riding on top of a train in Norway. Wow. Yeah, they throw you in the fire. They just say, go ahead, swim. If you drown, then we'll find somebody else. But we have faith that you will swim.
Great. And did you find any difference in how Tom Cruise worked on the set on Top Gun Maverick versus the Mission Impossible?
No, there's no difference. He's like, hey, let's go ahead, let's make a great movie. He's all about story. He's all about making sure that everybody's comfortable, everybody's able to do their job to the best of their ability, and he's having fun. He's looking to have fun because at the end of the day, we're all doing what we love to do, and that's make movies and entertain the audience.
Wow. Did you visit set to watch Tom Cruise doing any of his crazy stuff?
Every day. Every day. I kid you not. I used to, so when I wasn't working, I would just go to set and watch because I'm learning from, with McHugh and Tom, I'm learning from two masters. And it was like a education that, you can't pay for. You can't go to school and get this type of knowledge that I was able, blessed with the opportunity to receive. It's incredible.
What's something that truly shocked you while watching Tom do his stunts?
It's one thing to see Tom do things, on a big screen. It's another thing to actually see him do it in person and realize this is real. This isn't green screen. There's no wires attaching him when he's jumping off of a cliff in Norway. There's, when he's always freezes. I don't know how much I can say. But when he does these things, it's like you're a real human doing the impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the greatest thing of this franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why it's called Mission Impossible.
Yeah, Mission Impossible. So, in your eyes, how this film evolved from the previous one?
I think we see the fate of the world is at stake. And you see characters like Dega in the last film. He was questioning certain things, like, is he doing the right thing? Is he on the right path? And in this one, you see him make decisions what he feels is right. You see a few characters make certain decisions where they're trying to see, like, am I doing the right thing? And where they questioned the last one in the last film, and then they make that decision this film. So how it's different, it's more epic. It's a bigger adventure. We have a lot of great stars in it, and it's fun.
Yeah. And I think there was a gap between the previous film and this one. During that time, did you do anything to stay with this character, or did it all come back naturally when in the start?
You live Mission Impossible. You live these films, right? So you go into Tom's world of these movies, and he introduces you to like all these different stunts, like ride dirt bikes, drifting, skydiving, martial arts, and everything. And once you're done, you kind of crave that energy again. So I continue to, practice my martial arts. I continue to, ride motorcycles and skydive. So yeah, in the break that we had between the two movies, I was doing that type of stuff. So when I came back to film Final Reckoning, I was like, let's go, let's kick butt.
What was the biggest thing you learned from Tom Cruise?
So many. That's a hard question because you learn so much, and it's
like any words that you still remember about what he said.
Yeah, he's big on like, you control your destiny, you control your life, and it's all up to you to take ownership and make something happen. So I think that's what I've taken from him, and I've made like life decisions personally for Tarzan to say like, hey, this is in my control. Now let me see how I can steer it in the direction that I want to go.
And now you're in this one of the biggest franchises of the world, and you did such a great job. I mean, actually, I watched the film yesterday, and you are so good. I mean, trust me, you are great, amazing, and you have done such a big action sequence. But what kind of role you want to play in the future?
What kind of role do I want to play in the future? I mean, I want to do everything. I enjoy doing these big blockbuster films because they're fun. The perks that come with it, and this is what I grew up watching. So I want to do more of this. But I love rom-coms. That's like my guilty pleasure. I would love to do a romance movie. That would be fun. Yeah, something else. I'll probably do like something smaller. See what it's like to go from these big blockbuster films and then probably something more intimate where, you know, two people are talking in a room. So we'll see. We'll see what comes next.
So who's the actor you admire the most? Of course, Tom Cruise.
Yeah, of course. Tom Cruise is my mentor. That's the guy I can go to and I can get advice at any time of the day. I will call him at like 4 a.m. and guess what? He doesn't pick up, but he does call me back. Okay, he does call me back. But the person, Denzel Washington. Yeah, I would love to work with him one day. I recently met him, which was like, whoa, this is pretty cool. He's one of the reasons I got into acting. So I would love to, you know, spar with him in a scene. That would be fun.
You know what? I interviewed with him once, and I feel like I'm talking to God.
He's funny.
He's so big, you know.
Yeah.
And in this franchise, there is no impossible. Where do you think the story could go next?
Where can it go? Oof, where can it go? You know, I'm living in the final reckoning right now. So it's hard to say where it can go because stories can go anywhere. But I'm celebrating this movie with my cast today. We're going to see it for the first time today. We chose to want to celebrate that moment with, you know, the Japanese fans and see what that's like. So we're going to see. We're going to see where it goes.
Exciting. Yeah. This is classic question, but is there any Japanese anime or manga or Japanese pop culture that you're into?
Oh, okay. You want to hit? Okay, I have a list. I love, and correct me if I get it. I love Inuyasha. Trigun, Zatch Bell. Yo, we talking about anime because I'm a big anime fan. Yeah, I just saw Blue Eyed Samurai. Do you love that anime series? It's freaking amazing. I'm waiting for season 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you win any like anime or manga store in Japan?
No, I haven't gone yet. So I plan on going before we leave.
Okay.
Do you have any recommendations?
You can go to Shinjuku or Ikebukuro. There's a lot of stores and bookstores and pop culture.
Anyone that you go to?
I tell you later.
What?
I tell you later.
Oh, you'll tell me later. Okay. I thought that was the name of the store. I'm gonna say I'll tell you later. Okay, that's a good store name.
I also saw on Instagram that you're doing karaoke in a car. You singing Kiss Sweat.
Nobody, baby. I want to do karaoke. I love karaoke.
What's your go-to song karaoke?
So there's a song by Avant called why am I blanking all of a sudden? But this is my go-to. It's not 4 minutes. I am blanking. But anything with Avant, Chris Brown, Trey Songz. Because I love it. Yeah.
I love the Chris Brown too.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's your go-to? What is your go-to?
It's a bit difficult.
Is it?
His voice is a little high, you know.
Oh yeah, I know, but I still do it. That's because I can. I know how to hit the high note, so I do
it. Wow. And which instrument in the series is your favorite?
Well, the one that I'm in. No, serious. The one I'm in. No, just like, no, but I am serious. I mean, it's my favorite because I'm in it. I've watched it since I was a child. I'm in it. I love it. So it's between 7 and 8. The first one though, because that's what started it off. You know, to see Ethan and Tom so young and doing this and not necessarily knowing where this film franchise was gonna go. And you know, 25, 30 years later, we have one of the biggest movie franchises, action movie franchises in history. That's incredible. So to be a part of it, I love it. It's a blessing.
So how does it feel to see yourself in the big screen with a big cast and big audience? What is it?
I'd say my life is a big manifestation because I've manifested everything that has happened in my life thus far. So to see myself on screen, I remember when I first watched Top Gun with my cast, and I just cried. Because I was like, whoa, my dream of being an actor has come true. And if it all ends today, I will be pissed because I want to do more movies, but you know, it's still cool. But to be, you know, part of this huge franchise and with these incredible actors and learning from them, to say that just started my career and this is what I'm doing. I can't wait to see what's in store, 10, 20, 30, 40. When I'm Tom's age, I can't wait to see what that's like.
And this is my final question. What audience can expect from this latest one?
You can expect an incredible adventure. You're about to go on one of the rides of your life because Tom, McHugh, myself, and the rest of the cast have put all we had into this film. And you're gonna want to see it multiple times because it's just that, thrilling. So I can't wait for y'all to walk away, talking about this movie.
Wonderful. That was all from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stevie.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
Thank you.
This was fun. I need your store recommendation.
Oh yeah. I sent you an Instagram or something.
Okay, yeah, please.